So researchers decided to put it to the test. This is what we saw before, the cancer-stopping power of diet and exercise. Again, this is measuring cancer cell clearance. In this case, a plant-based diet on average for 14 years, along with mild daily exercise like walking every day. That's the kind of cancer cell clearance you can get. Compare that to the cancer-stopping power of your average sedentary omnivore. You said a little burger there. Which essentially is non-existent. All right, but this is the interesting group in the middle. What about 14-year standard American diet, but 14 years daily, strenuous, hour-long exercise like calisthenics? They wanted to know if you exercise long enough, if you exercise hard enough, can you rival some strolling plant eaters over here? And the answer is exercise helped, no question. But literally 5,000 hours in the gym appeared no match for a plant-based diet. Here's that same tunnel imaging we saw before. Even if you're a couch potato, living off of fried potatoes, you are not totally defenseless. You can kill a few cancer cells off. If you exercise for 5,000 hours, you can kill cancer cells left and right, but nothing appears to kick more cancer tush than a plant-based diet. What we think is going on is that the consumption of animal protein, meat, egg white, and dairy protein increases the levels of something called IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1, a cancer-promoting growth hormone involved in the acquisition and progression of malignant tumors. But if you start eating plant-based, within weeks your levels of IGF-1 go down, and within years, if you continue to eat healthy, they go down even further. And your levels of IGF-1 binding protein go up. IGF-1 binding protein is like our body's emergency brake. One of our ways our body protects itself from cancer, protects itself from excessive growth. Sure, in as few as 2 weeks, you can drop your liver's production of IGF-1, but what about all the IGF-1 you have circulating in the system from the bacon and eggs you had 3 weeks ago? All right, well, your liver releases this snatch squad of binding proteins into the circulation to tie up any excess IGF-1, pull it out of the body, and your protective levels go up within weeks, and benefits continue to accrue the longer you eat healthy. Here's the experiment that really nailed IGF-1 as the villain. Same as before, plant-based diet and exercise, cancer cell growth plummets, cancer cell death shoots up. But here's the interesting column. What if you add back to the cancer just the amount of IGF-1 you banished from your system because you started eating healthy? What happens? You effectively erase the diet and exercise effect. It's almost as if you never started eating healthy at all. So the reason, one of the largest studies on diet cancer found that the incidence of all cancers combined, and this is actually from Epic Oxford, here in the neighborhood, the incidence of all cancers combined was lower among those eating more plant-based, maybe because they're eating less animal protein, less meat, egg white, and dairy protein, which means less IGF-1, which means less cancer growth. How much less cancer growth? Eating a lot of protein during middle age associated with a 75% increase in overall mortality, a fourfold increase in risk of dying from cancer. But not all proteins, specifically animal protein, which makes sense given the relationship between animal protein and IGF-1.